Hey friends, welcome back to another FF14 guide. This time we're talking about storage. This is primarily a guide for new players, but I hope there might be something new in here even for long-time players as well. You get so many items in this game and it's hard to know where to put everything, so I've compiled a small list of tips that I hope will help you figure out what to do with everything. First and foremost, you have retainers. You can hire 2 retainers for free from the Retainer of a Cat in any capital city. The retainers are pretty useful for ventures and for selling things on the market board. I won't go into too much detail about that, but also each retainer can hold 175 items in their inventory. They can also, on top of that, hold crystals for crafting and gil. If you need more than 2 retainers, you can purchase more through the Mog Station, but they do cost money every month, and that amount is added onto your monthly sub. Next, we have the Glamour Dresser and the Armoire. You can access these from any inn room in one of the capital cities. The Glamour Dresser can be used to create glamour plates, and it holds up to 400 pieces of gear. You can store just about any weapons or gear that you pick up that you like the look of and you want to keep for making glamours. It costs 1 glamour prism to place something into the Glamour Dresser, and you can get prisms from a couple different locations. The Armoire is a little different and is used for storing certain special items. Particular gear that you get from achievements, quests, or seasonal events can be stored in here. Basically, anything that has this little symbol on the far right side in the top right hand corner of the tooltip can be stored in the Armoire. And generally the rule is if you can store it in the Armoire, you should put it in there and not in the Glamour Dresser. The reason for this is that the Glamour Dresser and the Armoire are actually connected. So when you want to make a glamour plate, you can use items that are in both the Glamour Dresser and in the Armoire. So if you have special items, for example, the rewards that you get when you complete each hunting log for each class, the rings, these rings can be placed into the Armoire. That way you can use them for glamours, but they don't take up any of the 400 limited slots of the Glamour Dresser. Up next we have the Chocobo Saddlebag, located in the character menu. This is unlocked as soon as you get your first Chocobo from your Grand Company, and it can be accessed at all times except when you're in a duty. And then we have housing storage. Final Fantasy XIV has 3 options for housing. You can buy your own house, you can buy your own apartment, or you can buy a room in your free company house. Most new players won't have the means to get a personal house right away, so I recommend grabbing an FC room which costs 300,000 gil, or an apartment which costs 500,000 gil. Inside, you can store any indoor housing items that you pick up throughout the game, and there's also a storeroom which holds up to 100 indoor housing items too. It's also worth noting that if you get both a room in your free company house and your own apartment, the storage rooms are separate, so that's 100 spaces each. Next we have the free company chest. You can access these in any major city and use it to share resources with your free company. Be aware, items that you place in here can be accessed and taken by other members of your free company, so it shouldn't be used just to store everything you want to keep. But if you have particular things that you don't mind sharing with your free company, then it's a good solution. You may need permission to deposit and withdraw items, so talk to your FC officers if you don't have permission to access this chest. Additionally, certain gear sets, such as class-specific sets from gear coffers that you get when you level up, it might seem like you can't get it again if you lose it. But in fact, if you visit the Calamity Salvager in any of the capital cities, you'll be able to repurchase specific items if you lost them. So in a way, you can think of this NPC as a kind of storage solution if you really need to clear out some gear and you don't know what to get rid of. It does cost 1,000 gil to buy back a piece of equipment, so there's a small cost to bear in mind, but it is a good way to clear out your armory chest if you're struggling for space. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments if you have any other tips, if you have any other advice for new players on what they can do to help with their storage. And if you're a new player, let me know if you have any questions or if there are any particular video guides you would like to see. I would love to hear that. If you learned something from this video, please do subscribe and drop a like. It would really help me out. I'll see you all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye everyone.